I don't know what to do with my life. Now, I know this isn't some novel thought of mine. I know just about everyone has experienced this, but it's something I've really been struggling with lately, and I figured I'd just talk about it. So, I've just recently turned 18, and obviously that's prime time for me to be feeling this way. I don't know what I want to do, you know? Trying to scramble and figure out what I want to do, what school, what job, where I want to go, who I want to go with. It's all so suffocating. I went from, worrying about what am I going to do right now to what am I going to do for the rest of my life in the course of the last couple of years. And there's a distinction between these two for me because I've noticed it affects my mood and how I react to life around me. I feel that I don't really live in the now, and I haven't been for a long time. I'm always living in the future, trying to figure out a job, and a life, and money, and happiness. And while I don't think that's inherently bad, I don't think that's a bad thing to worry about by any means, it's really taken me out of the now. Now, bubbles, I hear you ask. Isn't this like the normal shared human experience in society today? Like, obviously, a lot of us are intent on the future, and many think it's super important. It's what's ahead of us, it's what we need to prepare for. Isn't this the normal and probably right course of action for us as a human species so that we can keep progressing? And to that I say, yeah, maybe, totally. It could totally be that. I don't really know, that's outside my pay grade, but yeah, I don't really have any answers to those questions. I think they're totally valid, and I can only really speak on my personal experience and thoughts. I've just recently come to this realization that, like, oh my god, I'm not here, you know? I'm just not, and I feel that many people also aren't here either, you know? I don't feel that I appreciate my friends and loved ones enough. And I feel horrible about that. I feel like people just think I don't like them or I don't have emotion, you know? And yeah, I'm just not here in the now. I'm always worried about money and trying to not be a disappointment for my loved ones and just socially. I want to be perceived as, successful. And yeah, that brings into question what success really is. What really are these ideas of being successful and socially acceptable? I think they're just these things we just act upon without fully questioning what they are and how they came to be as a, socially normal thing. That's a whole other topic. So, just circling back, I think in my experience that maybe it's not so bad to not know what I want to do, you know? I'm pretty sure I want to create, I want to keep doing music and content and art, whatever I'm, feeling like doing. I know I want people to find enjoyment and meaning out of these things that I create, and I want to keep creating. I want to evoke emotion. I've been wanting to make so many different videos and whatnot, trying to figure out like what I want to do. And yeah, I haven't been able to figure that out. I'm recording this at 5:34 in the morning because I haven't slept yet. So maybe this makes no sense and I'm just yapping. But I figured, well, I haven't been able to figure out what I want to do with my life. I've had so many sleepless nights worrying, about this. Anxious about becoming a disappointment if I'm not already there. But yeah, thinking about it a lot, I think maybe it's really okay. It's okay to not really know what I want to do. I want to appreciate the now. I don't want to constantly worry so much about how I'm going to succeed, how I'm going to make my path all the time. Obviously, there's still that part of me that will always be calculating because since I was a little kid, I succeeded in school. It was easy for me. And now as I get older, I become more and more average. I'm outdone by more and more people. I look up to more and more people. And I've started comparing myself a lot more than is probably healthy. Getting down on myself, driving this feeling that I need to know what I want. I need to figure it out so I'm not disappointing. But I think it's really okay. I think this human experience is just that. It's an experience, and I felt that I've just dissociated from it, not experiencing now, constantly anxious about the future. Because that's what I felt like I need to do and what's the social norm, what we need to be doing. We need to be striving for the future. And that's okay sometimes, but I get too caught up in it. It's okay to be here. It's okay to be alive now, experiencing everything around you now. I'm trying to live life and doing my best. And at the end of the day, I honestly think that's all we can really do. Thank you for listening to this. If even just one person in the entire world resonated with this or found some meaning in this, I'm happy. And hey, if you think I'm just plain wrong and yapping nonsense, that's totally cool too. I just always have these thoughts, always thinking, and I wanted to get them out in a creative way. So yeah, thank you for watching and stay safe.